is stroke? A stroke is any time there is a limitation of blood to the brain. It can be due to a clot where there's a coming together of red blood cells, a lumping, a clumping, and unfortunately that can block a proper flow of blood up to the brain. And without blood, you're not getting oxygen, you're not getting nutrients. In effect, the neurons and the brain cells starve, and then you have that terrible situation happen. Stroke is #2 killer in America, and it's devastating. It can happen to young people, middle-aged and old people, men and women. In fact, no one is immune from a stroke, but it is preventable, and that's the good news. Let me give you a personal story. My older brother had stroke, massive stroke, when he was only about 32 years of age. He was in an argument about something, and a very passionate man, and was, kind of putting his energy out there, and boom, had a stroke. The doctors put him on Dilantin and tried to keep his emotions intact. And for the next 10 years, he pretty much lived a very sedate life. And then one day he called me and says, "Gary, I can't do anything. I can't go play ball. I'm told I got to take it easy. I could have another stroke." And he'd had a series of mini strokes. I said, "Well, are you ready to change your diet and everything else?" Up to that point, no one in my family would do anything I suggested about health. Did just the opposite. So he said, "Yeah." So I said, "All right, the reason that you want to keep your blood thin naturally is because then there's less likelihood of clumping. What will cause blood to keep thin?" That's the first thing. Vitamin E, vitamin C, coenzyme Q10, L-carnitine. These are natural things. Garlic, an onion. An onion a day keeps a stroke away. Take a sweet onion, cut it up, put it under running water, and it washes off some of the volatile oils. And what you have is this delicious tasting, sweet and wonderful nature gift that will lower blood pressure. Lower. Garlic lowers blood pressure. You have garlic raw, you can have it sauteed, you can have a baked garlic. Any way you want to take your garlic, it's great for you. The more garlic you take, the more onions you take, the lower that blood pressure is going to go. Magnesium, that also is good. Calcium is good. Ginkgo biloba, very important. Cayenne, hawthorn, GLA, gamma-linolenic acid. We also have fish. In fact, it's been shown that if you have one serving of fish for 5 days a week, then you will lower your chance of a stroke. And if you've had a stroke, you help prevent a secondary stroke. Chelation therapy helps take away some of that plaque in the body over a period of time. And also, the more of the free radicals you can stop, the less likelihood you're going to have a stroke or heart attack. Now, the antioxidants taken at breakfast, lunch, dinner, before you go to bed, that will help you prevent a stroke and a heart attack. Now, I've already mentioned, some of your antioxidants also are natural blood thinners, the vitamin C and E, but also green tea, bilberry extract, lycopene, having a fresh piece of watermelon, having some strawberries, raspberries. You're getting lycopene, tomatoes. In fact, you want a great anti-stroke beverage that tastes good? Take a blender, throw in some fresh tomatoes, throw in some garlic, throw in some onions, throw in some cayenne pepper, and a little bit of salt, some lemon juice, and blend that up. Well, it tastes like a gazpacho, but it's delicious. Thins the blood, protects the cells, and easy to use. Now also, we know calcium magnesium is very important for this process as well. Exercising is also good, but you got to stay away. You've got to stay away from the processed meats. You got to stay away from the preservatives like sodium nitrite and sodium nitrate. Also the hormone DHEA, that's also very important. The B complex, 50 to 100 milligrams, pycnogenol, quercetin, the bioflavonoids, rutin. These are crucial, along with N-acetylcysteine, reduced glutathione. Now, these are antioxidants. They protect your body. They protect it from the free radicals. You're keeping the blood naturally thin. Willow bark also is good. That's the original source of aspirin. And then one final thing. If you know anyone who has had a stroke in the last 7 years, have them get hyperbaric oxygen therapy. The hyperbaric oxygen therapy is very important because it can still protect parts of the brain that have not been damaged. It can help the body rejuvenate parts of the brain. I've had people who've had strokes who got hyperbaric oxygen therapy, and I believe it saved their life and protected their brain, got them back on their feet quicker. And when you're out there and you're exercising, you're doing a lot of good. You're stimulating proper circulation, you're having proper elimination, you're creating proper hormones, and stress management's also part of this too. The more you exercise, the more de-stressed you become. But we find that a lot of people who are having strokes are eating too much sugar, too much saturated fat, and too much animal protein, and too much caffeine. So you're eliminating those. Elimination, step one. Cleansing and detoxifying. That's where you use your juices, your chlorophyll. By the way, chlorophyll is a natural blood thinner. Your green vegetables are natural blood thinners. Now, you don't want to use any of this stuff if you're already on a blood thinning medication. That's why you do all this under a doctor's care. And then you rejuvenate. Healthy foods, fish, the nutrients, de-stress, then you are going to be living a long life.